It's the second elimination final from VFL Park. 7 Sport presents AFL Live, Geelong versus St Kilda. After their near miss in 1989, the Cats must fancy their chances this year, whilst for the Saints, it's an historic occasion. Their first finals appearance since 1973.
Look at the teams from the back line. Rogers has earned the job on Lockett, as Malcolm Blight said a few weeks ago. I don't know whether I really like that honour, Pete.
No, it'll be a tough job, that. But as we go to the half-back lines, I think Spencer will line up centre-half forward and Stoneham will take the big job on Stuart Lowe, and what a clash that will be.
Yeah, no doubt. Gary Ablett named in the centre. He did start there last week against Collingwood. Newport, a renowned tagger, has had finals experience.
Yeah, they've got Stoneham lining up there. As I said, I think Trevor Spencer will go there on Russell Morris, the former Hawthorn player. David Grant is a terrific player in the half-back for St Kilda.
And Billy Brownless, he was fantastic again last week against Collingwood, against Frawley, who is 28, of course, today, as Bruce mentioned.
And I don't think we should underestimate Hooper. Hooper against Vidovic. Hooper played a great game against the West Coast over there in Perth. But look, Couch and Hocking and Gregg and Craven, well, honours there will definitely, I think, go with Geelong.
Interchange, Denham and Malakalis for Geelong, and Devonport and Nixon for St Kilda.
Vidovic. Geelong to the left. St Kilda to the right. Full house at Waverley. Second elimination final. Vidovic goes early. Hooper first tap. Couch handball to Bairstow from the centre square. A high one. Going early, Grant. No mark. Runs over the back. Spencer. A loose footy. The handball by Couch. Knocked away from Hocking by Gregg. Quick kick away by the Saints. Loose ball. Ablett almost in with a chance. Coughlin tries to break a tackle. Can't. Hooper's got some time, some space, runs through the tackle. The handball okay. Hinkley's left foot to half forward, not good. Morris takes the first mark of the match.
Yes, Morris floating back behind Trevor Spencer. He's on half back. Really probably expect a fast and furious opening here. There's the kick to Gregg. Oh, good strong mark.
He's been great the last few weeks. He's only playing in his 5th AFL game, but averaging 27 possessions.
Dean Gregg to the half-forward line, and it is fisted over the line. And that was a good punch by Jamie Lamb.
Also, Pete, Danny Frawley is picking up Gary Ablett, and Ken Hinkley's got Nicky Winmar.
We saw Ricky Nixon and Tim Pekin starting on interchange then. Nathan Burke to the half-forward line. Lamb in front. Free kick or a mark. In fact, it was a push in the back. But Lamb playing against his former club. 2 players playing for Geelong, formerly of St Kilda, Sean Simpson and Jamie Lamb. So they'll be very keyed up for this game. The kick to the centre of the ground. Players set themselves. It hits the deck, crashing his way through to Spiro Malakalis with pace and strength. Well done as he brings it to the half-forward line. It's kicked away out of defence by Burke. Oh, it was Kane Taylor, in fact, and a good mark taken by Vidovic on centre wing.
Sweeps a handball. Devonport tries to break the tackle. Steadies. Drop punt to centre half forward. Too far for Hooper, though. He's got back low against him. McAdam. Over the top. Was it a throw? Newport on his left side. Strong kick to Lockett. Will it bounce? Lockett with strength. Wonderful strength. The kick. Touched on the line by Hinkley.
Yes, great anticipation, Bruce, by Kenny Hinkley. That was a certain goal, but Peter McKenna's boy, he likes him for the Brownlow. He raced in there. It was a tremendous save by Kenny Hinkley.
And what strength by Lockett to set himself up as Rogers goes straight towards Hooper.
Well, he's looking for Hooper, as you said, to Steve Hocking. Hocking read that well. Goes inside with a hand pass. This is Sean Simpson to the half-forward line. Ablett versus Frawley. Frawley left the mark and he can't. Ablett, the danger man, taps it wide. David Grant chips in, hand pass. Finds Craven, and the little rover, Danny Craven, brings it to the half-forward line. Winmar versus Hinkley. Hinkley beaten for that by Winmar. Brilliant skills by the half-forward. Here's Stewie Lowe. He couldn't take it. What's some great clashes going on here. Stoneham wide to centre wing, and he's found Couch. These midfield players for Geelong, they're the keys to this game.
Brownlow medalists from 89 towards half-forward. Here's Ablett again. Crowd roars every time he gets near it. Round his body with a high one. Brownless pushed out by Harding. Takes the mark and paid. Hip and shoulder. Harding very short to Gregg. Danger. It sits. The handball very good. Morris with a drop punt to centre wing. Hinkley and Winmar. Some skill here. Hinkley round the body. Bruns, good play, Hinkley. Bruns has got a paddock. He can go on. Drop punt, centering kick, a good one. Brownless, good tackle on Devonport. Handball by Brownless. Taylor steadies, goes long, and that's not a bad kick. Gives Vidovic a chance. He should take it now. The handball was awkward to Harvey. In fact, it was a throw.
Yes, he missed it, Bruce. He missed it completely with that attempted hit, and it ended up being just a throw out.
Trevor Poole looking for a free kick to Brownless. No, not played. Taken away by Taylor. To the half-back line. It's punched the ground. Here's Steve Newport. Dean Rice in support. Rice to the centre of the ground. Frank Coughlin in front. And a good mark by Coughlin. Off he goes. Good play. Frank Coughlin wide with a hand pass. It was Greg. Back to Coughlin, who was collared. It's tapped on by McAdam. Oh, it's really tough there in the clinches. Here's Winmar, a danger player. Left foot, Nicky Winmar. Has hooked it through for a behind. A valuable opportunity went begging. 2 behind St Kilda. Geelong yet to score.
He probably hurried that kick a little bit, Nicky Winmar, as you would expect. Finals pressure does that sort of thing to players. He had a little bit more time than and could have really steadied a bit.
Rogers, long drop punt. Stoneham had the height reach there on Rice. Bairstow round the body, touched off the boot. This is a real sticky patch out here. Simpson touches it on the ground. Tucks it under the arm, runs a long way, centres it well. Good kick to Bruns, playing in front of Grant. Now Brownless leads. Bruns goes to him. Harding with him. Frawley in the right spot. Denham to put the pressure on. Harding, Ablett lurking. Now Denham can't get rid of it. Ablett with some strength there. In fact, kicks it the wrong way in the end. And it'll be a throw in. Well,
here's that incident, that clash from Ablett. A little bit high there with that forearm on Nathan Burke. Nothing in it, Pete, you don't think? No? OK.
Frawley to Grant, and Grant to steady with the left foot.
David Grant looking for Greg. It's thumped down by Malakalis. Greg lying over the ball. How will the umpire see this? It's play on. Players in after it again. Simpson is there. And as he comes out with it, Peter Cameron has found a bounce. So it's almost on centre. He's throwing it up, in fact. It's a little bit soft on the sides. Here's Gary Hocking working hard as usual. Hocking breaks away from the pack. Brings it into half-forward with the safe hands of David Grant to repel that attack.
Surprisingly got the job on Bruns and not Ablett. With Frawley starting on Ablett. Grant to half-back. Vidovic, second good mark he's taken. Burke not playing for Geelong. Darcy the other man out. Off the side of the boot, into the centre. Spencer at the back. Play on call. Rice. Morris taps it on. Stoneham takes a chance and wins it. Wide. Too wide for Buse and Burke.
It should be a great contest, that one, Pete. The two best and fairest, Stoneham for Geelong and Lowe for St Kilda. 1990 best and fairest.
Stoneham is amazingly fast, Bernie, isn't he?
Very quick.
Spencer and Morris lock arms. Couch got a touch on it. Harvey off the ground. Coughlin, again a good tackle by Lamb. Now Harvey, short one to Lowe. Good kick, good mark. Lockett in the goal square. Calling for McAdam to give him some room. Lockett the target. And Big Tony's got it.
He had his name written all over that one, Bruce, right from the word go. Watch Rogers there. He put his back to the play and watched Tony Lockett until the last moment there. McAdam just stopped Rogers' run at the ball slightly, but Tony Lockett, he just led beautifully. Not a fast lead, but just running out to the perfect position.
Well, Geelong kicking to the scoring end. And St Kilda doing most of the attacking here. 2 points. Lockett from 40 metres. Low drop punt. Misses. So Winmar and Lockett have missed 2 relatively easy opportunities.
And really, Bruce, they can be crucial to the context of the game. If you can bury a side early, kick 3 or 4, you can really destroy their confidence. Now, here's Andrew Rogers to the half-back line. Hooper in front. Punches it on. He was looking for Bairstow. Bairstow's got a couple to beat. It's socket off the ground. McAdam versus Steve Hocking. Look at the pace of McAdam. McAdam a bounce. Oh, was he tripped? No. Umpire calls play on. Gilbert McAdam races into goal and fires in a magnificent kick for a goal. First goal of the game. Gilbert McAdam, St Kilda starting well. 1-3-9 lead Geelong yet to score.
Yes, it's been a very bright opening by the St Kilda side. McAdam there in picture. And look at the pace of McAdam, as Peter McKenna called. Just getting away there, almost dragged down by Steve Hocking, who's got the job of tagging Gilbert McAdam. But that's where pace is so much of an asset to a player if he has that ability to break clear as he did there.
9-0. McAdam getting the first goal of this second elimination final. Dean Gregg thumps it forward. Coughlin's been busy. Rice looks for a free kick. Winmar with real skill. The handball just too hard for Craven. Hooper caught. Pull. Now Devonport. Little one. Harvey with some space and pace. A second bounce. Hughes can't run him down. Again low the target. Stoneham. One hand. Hocking. Stephen. Short. Good. Paul takes the mark. Plays on. Not a good kick. A very poor kick, and Grant able to take it off Bruns.
That's created the turnover. It's Devonport. It's centre wing. Oh, St Kilda player down behind the play. Ablett met him very, very hard. Ball at half forward. It's a free kick going Geelong's way. But gee, Gary Ablett went in hard.
It's Nathan Burke, the player that's down, and that's twice that he's clashed with Gary Ablett in this opening quarter.
But, oh, there's another shocking kick.
He's okay.
It's gone straight to Robert Harvey. So Geelong's disposal at the moment leaves a lot to be desired.
Centre wing goes to Lowe. Stoneham with a run at him. Gregg's handball very good. Winmar Coughlin kicks the goal. Does he? Yes. Well, they've waited a long time and they've got the start they wanted. It's 15-0. Sheldon and Hudson look on.
So they'll be ecstatic with this start by the St Kilda team. First time they've been in the finals for 18 years. And they're making the most of their opportunities. Nicky Winmar, very slick hand pass there to the running Frankie Coughlin. And Coughlin finishes it off. He's kicked 33 goals now for the season, Frank Coughlin.
The bounce back in the centre. Geelong will desperately want to get this out, but they can't, because Harvey goes forward again. It's kicked forward by Vidovic. Here's a chance for Dean Rice. Lockett versus Rogers. Oh, look at the strength of Lockett. What a fantastic mark.
Well, that's one thing you cannot do on Lockett, is play him body on body, because he is just too big and too strong. As we saw on that occasion, Rogers 188 centimetres and Lockett 190, not much in height, but the weight difference is sizable.
No, he'll have to get a couple of metres behind and just try and jump one, Bernie.
Exactly, Pete.
As Lockett from 20 metres for St Kilda's third goal. What a start. The champion full 40's hooked it. No, he's got it. Tony Lockett kicks his first. The Saints 3-3 lead Geelong yet to open their account.
Well, this is a great start. Tony Lockett, of course, the danger man. Here's the mark again from Tony Lockett. He puts that one hand up. He was able to outbody Andrew Rogers. And as we see, look at the records, Lockett with an 18-kilogram weight advantage over Andrew Rogers, and that is very big at these conditions.
What a start for the Saints, and it's been the one thing that's let them down in the big matches this year. They've been giving teams a start, not today. Harvey, who's had a very good opening. Burke, who's copped two very hard crunches from Ablett. Bad bounce for Lamb. Coughlin with support. Gregg, not a particularly good kick. Malakalis and Stoneham could almost have raffled it. Malakalis from fullback. High drop punt. Gary Hocking his target. Well, courage there by Hocking. Two men, one at the back, one at the front.
Free kick against Rice for charging there, Bruce. I think he took his eyes off the ball and definitely charged at Hocking.
Hocking, long kick. Brownless the target. Grant again. There's a free kick to Brownless, though, in the back.
Yes, against Harding. He's been playing Billy Brownless very close. A couple of incidents earlier on was let go by the umpire. This one, Harding right in the middle of Billy Brownless's back.
Now we know he's a thumping kick, is Billy Brownless. This is 60 metres. And he has kicked it long, but he's kicked it very inaccurately. And the Cats at least are on the scoreboard.
Well, there's Malcolm Blight. He'd be a pretty worried man at the moment. Doesn't normally show a lot of emotion, Malcolm. He's been through the middle. Oh, dangerous play. This could be costly. Spencer ducks and weaves. Here's Denham. Sean Denham races in the goal, and the Cats have kicked their first. Sean Denham has put Geelong on the board. 1-1 to St.Kilda 3-3. Bernie, what a costly mistake.
Yes, well, they've worked so hard to build up this advantage. Kenny Sheldon on screen there. There's a kick in from Russell Morris, an experienced player. He's played in 3 grand finals with Hawthorn. And why? Why go for that kick? There's so much danger involved there.
Bernie, what were they going to gain by?
Nothing to be gained at all, Pete. Nothing.
Good break for Geelong there, 21-7. Vidovic and Hooper. Greg, who's been very good in this opening quarter, to Winmar. Left foot, low versus Stoneham. Strength there. Free kick, Stoneham.
Stewie Lowe not happy. The umpire a good 40 metres away when he called that decision.
Malakalis from half-back to centre wing. Ablett and Frawley. Still Ablett, well played. Simpson, high drop punt. Brownless charging out with Harding and takes a beauty.
Oh, that's a strong mark, Bruce. Harding trying desperately to spoil that, but Billy Brownless, as he did last week, prepared to get in front and really go for those marks.
Schick 71 for the season. 50 metres out, drop punt. Geez, kicked that well. Straight through. Well, the Cats are back in town now. 2-1 to 3-3.
Well, it took Geelong a long time to get on the scoreboard. 14 minutes to register their first score, and now they've kicked 2 goals in the last 2 minutes. And Billy Brownless, the man who's starting to get his hands on the ball at full forward, that is a tremendous mark. Harding just misjudging it slightly, getting on the wrong side of Brownless. And as we know, Billy Brownless can really thump that ball at goal.
Well, we must remember Billy Brownless is used to playing at full forward. Paul Harding not used to playing at full back, of course. Now there's Sean Denham to the half-forward line. It's a loose ball. Who's going to retrieve it? It was Kane Taylor getting it across to David Grant. Grant to the centre of the ground. A misdirected kick, almost a free kick to Denham. Taken away by Harvey. Robert Harvey to the half-forward line. Stewie Lowe, the big hands go out. Winmar. Look at the pace of Stoneham. Great play, Barry Stoneham. The umpire, Stoneham thought it was a free kick because he stopped. Jamie Lamb, the pool, inside with a hand pass. Sean Denham to the half-forward line. Brownless. Oh, he nearly took the mark. Umpire calls play on, but he goes and gets it again. Billy Brownless. He had a loose man to give it to, but he fires it and slams it through for a goal himself. Billy Brownless has kicked 2 goals. Geelong hit back hard. They now trail by only 2 points.
Yes, they're certainly on fire at the moment. Billy Brownless, 2 goals, 1. They've kicked 3 goals in 3 minutes. After taking so long to register their first score. Good play there by David Grant, coming across, charging across after Billy Brownless had got rid of Harding. And Brownless could have got the pass over, Hocking by himself, but chose to go for goal. Probably the right decision, because the St Kilda player had recognised the danger and started charging towards Hocking.
2 points in it. Pekin getting ready to come on. Burke limping for St Kilda. Hinkley sits and waits. Got an awkward bounce. Had to kick in a hurry. Missed by Greg. He also got a bad bounce. Hooper taps it forward. Couch and Craven. Charging through with Simpson. Bairstow, who's been relatively quiet with a high one. Brownless again the target. Getting back Grant. Off the ground by Taylor. Trapped very well by Paul. Can steady and kick a goal here. Oh, look at this for Bruns. Paid. Hurled and paid in the goal square. Change for St Kilda while this is all going on. Pekin to come on for Burke. Look at this shot, and Bruns held it and took it, no doubt. Started his football career in the 70s, this man. And to kick the goal, and has, and they're in front, the Cats. Well, what a turnaround. Bernie Quinlan, one mistake from Russell Morris. Denham kicks a goal, and Geelong are ignited.
Yes, it seems as if that has done all the damage. Although, you know, a game of football, it's 120 minutes, and that's a good thing about it. You have plenty of time to recover from those mistakes. You cannot put it down to one thing, I don't think, Bruce, but Geelong certainly have lifted in the last 4 minutes or so. They've kicked 4 goals in 4 minutes. It's a fantastic passage of play.
Well, who would have believed it 5 minutes ago? Geelong now lead by 4 points as we go back to the centre. Some strong work, Sean Denham in the clinches there. Denham to the half-forward line, some pushing and shoving. Gary Hocking, a free kick. Oh, could have easily gone the other way. Well, this is Kane Taylor. He seems to have had his hair dyed blonde. Taylor, centre of the ground, the ball fisted down. Little Bruns back into play. Got in all sorts of trouble. McAllister Bruns to the half-forward line. Kane Taylor again races after it. As he brings it to centre wing, Hinkley sets himself in front. Peakin at the back. Is that a mark for Peakin? Almost a mark. Not paid. Tapped on to Malakalis. On the couch. Hughes doesn't grab the ball cleverly. Hooper runs. Oh, they're away and running. Trevor Poole dodges and weaves from 60 metres, brings it in. Brownless at the back. Oh, could have been a free kick, Brownless. Touch. I thought Brownless was grabbed, and he claims it was not touched.
Burke already off, 27 to 21. And look at Harding. He also might have a bit of a corky or something.
Well, that'll be a bad loss. They'll need someone with marking power to play on Brownless. Here's Russell Morris. He doesn't go short this time. Peakin at the back. And he has taken the mark. A good mark, Tim Peakin. On to Harvey. Craig Devonport, the chip bar. Oh, Hinkley and Newport. Simpson wins out. Sean Simpson to the half-forward line. The Flyers are there for Geelong. And many options. This is Hooper. And the crowd yelling out for their new ruck star as he brings it into full forward. Now some pushing and shoving again.
That's a free. Surely.
No, he's called play on the umpire. Kane Taylor gives it to Harvey, and St Kilda repel that attack.
I thought the fullback should have got that free kick, Pete.
Good kick to Rice. Sweeping handball. Winmar with some space. Lockett should provide the lead. He does. Winmar kicks it to him. What a combination it is. 7 to 4. Winmar to Lockett.
Yeah, see the danger combination, aren't they? Nicky Winmar is a tremendous player. And when he gets that ball and has some space to deliver it, look out. And Big Tony, no one wants to get in his way.
Well, Stephen Hocking in the wrong position there. Lockett from 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. Familiar drop punt. 3. And frankly, he should have 4 goals.
Yes, that's unforgivable from there. There's Kenny Hinkley on half-back. A lovely kick out there by Andrew Rogers. Who would have believed Lockett to miss them from there? Spencer in front. Over the back is Ablett with Hughes. Hughes over towards Bruns. Bruns did that cleverly. Ablett again goes to ground. They pounce in on top of him, and the umpire has no alternative there but to bounce right next to the line. And a bit of feeling there between Devonport and Andrew Hughes. He's a cheeky little fella, Hughes.
He's a good tagger, Andrew Hughes.
Now Bairstow, a high one. Grant has to sit and wait. Drops it in the end. Morris. A lot of finals experience with Hawthorn. Hooper gets back, puts his arms up, can't take it. Low with a chance. Hooper there as well. Gregg sweeps it wide. Oh, very well played, Simpson. Had a touch of luck, but did it well. Bangs it back to centre half forward. Taylor in front of Denham.
Falling down in that forward pocket, Bernie.
Here's Morris to Newport. Peakin running. Newport chips a high one. Doesn't get a lot of distance. Geelong outnumbering the Saints there. Gary Hocking weaves and turns and breaks tackles and then steadies onto his left foot and kicks it to centre half forward. Bruns Well, he was disadvantaged with height, but he did very well, and then gets back on it. Ablett falls on top. Craven round his body. Vidovic, not a good bounce. Paul, strong tackle too high. Paul gets a free kick.
Trevor Poole doing pretty well. Now he should kick this long. The lead is on by Billy Brownless. Beautiful lead, great pass. Oh, that's champagne football, that. What a good lead, that.
Yes, perfect lead from Billy. And there was plenty of space in the forward line to lead into. Not much a fullback can do about that. Harding, who's been in the ruck most of the season.
Fullback's not easy when you're not used to playing there on leading players. There's the kick. It swings back for Brownless's third goal. So Geelong move further in front, 5-3 to 3-5.
Pete, I think Billy Brownless is the key to the Geelong forward line, no doubt. Gary Ablett hasn't been in great form since he came back to Geelong. He's played one or two very good games. But I think Danny Frawley, who's been their St Kilda's fullback for the season, should have had the chance to play on Brownless and let maybe Grant pick up Gary Ablett.
33 to 23. Brownless has kicked 3-1 and Lockett's kicked 1-3 in this opening quarter. Thumped away by Hooper. Morris. Wide to half forward. Low was his target. Couldn't quite get to it, but did well to recover and give himself a chance. The handball. Greg Clever to Low. Thumps it in the Lockett direction. Lockett versus Rogers. Oh, nearly a great mark by the big man. Caught. Rogers, the handball under pressure. Hocking caught by Winmar and McAdam. Simpson. Gee, Lockett strong but too high.
Oh, that's unnecessary play, Tony Lockett.
Yes.
Unnecessary.
Got to watch himself.
Like, he was in perfect position to lay a good tackle there on Simpson. It was just indiscriminate play that he went in and tackled him high, and then just, well, dangerous play there with what he did to Simpson.
Simpson's kick. Spencer tries a half volley. Morris, little left footer, looking for Low. Stoneham did a good job. McAdam hanging on to Hocking. Free kick to the Cats, and they lead by 10 points.
Stephen Hocking to centre wing. One-on-one contest. No mark. Couch roved it well. Hughes. Oh, that could be a throw. It is a throw. Advantage paid to Craven. Craven to McAdam. Oh, good play. Stephen Hocking. Beautiful football. Simpson. On he goes to Couch. Now Hughes. Those midfield players starting to exert their influence for the Cats. Punch to ground. Who'll get the loose ball? It's Bairstow. Now Bruns to the half-forward line. Ablett back with the flight, but getting there before him and showing a lot of courage was David Grant.
There's no doubting his courage, David Grant, one of the best halfbacks in the game.
To his captain, Frawley. The Saints defending. Pekin, who came on for Nathan Burke. Sweeps it back inside. Harvey, he puts some pressure on him as the siren sounds at quarter time. It's been a great opening quarter. Geelong lead 5-3-33. St Kilda 3-5-20.
Trouble for St Kilda, Bruce. David Grant is off the ground. Gee, what a loss he'll be.
5-3-3-5. Started the second term in the second elimination final. Geelong go to the right of screen. St Kilda with two of their stars off, Burke and Grant. Hooper sweeps the handball out. Bairstow makes it with some pace. Taylor has to sit, take a chance in the end. Hocking all over him, gives away a free kick. Charged into him. And Kane Taylor from centre half back. Drop punt. Centre square, Vidovic, good mark. Hooper got caught underneath it. Here's Craven with a bit of pace. Left foot, a wobbly one to half forward. Coughlin. Now Simpson. Missed by Lamb, but puts the tackle on Coughlin. And a throw in at half forward. St Kilda attacking to the left. And they trail by 10 points.
Geelong, as Bruce said, by 10 points. Low against Hooper. It's flicked over the back. Gary Hocking cleverly to Bairstow. Back to Stephen Hocking. He's caught. That's red hot holding the ball. Now the ball will have to come back. Number 19 you see is Ricky Nixon. His first game for the year as he brings it in towards full forward. Lockett. Oh, couldn't grab it. He goes in to get it again. Oh, clever hand pass to Harvey. Harvey's grabbed but he didn't have it. Umpire calls play on. Back it comes to Coughlin. Coughlin's caught. Look at the pressure on these players. Barry Stoneham heads for the safety of the boundary line. In fact, he's got himself a free kick and he's doing well, Bernie,
yes,
on Stuart Lowe.
Yes, certainly is. Stewie Lowe hasn't had any influence on the game whatsoever at this stage. Only one mark. And, Tony Lockett also doing some damage. Even when he doesn't get the ball, he makes sure that the Geelong defenders know he's around.
Yes, I think you're talking about Trevor Paul, aren't you,
exactly.
Bernie?
Yes, Bruce.
He's really shaking his head. There's Hooper, went early, couldn't take it. So both Ablett and Lockett had some strength here today. Bairstow, centre wing, Ablett and Frawley. Good battle this. Frawley wins out. Bangs at the centre half forward. Nixon and Stephen Hocking. There's Stoneham. Taken by Harvey. Clever by Harvey. Wonderful play. Chips. And just didn't finish it off. Probably should have just kicked right through the footy.
Yes, hit the post in the end, Bruce, but he certainly didn't kick through that ball.
David Grant's situation, Ross Glendinning.
Yes, Bruce, he's just lost his equilibrium for a moment. He's concerned about his balance. He can't judge the flight of the footy, and he just can't hold his feet for the moment. He's going whack in the head. Andrew
Rogers to the half-back line. Hooper, and playing in place of Damien Burke, has taken a good mark. Well, he's kicked straight into the man coming towards him. This might let St Kilda in here. Stephen Newport, oh, he's flattened. And by Bairstow, and I think he copped him a little bit too high. Newport, the former Melbourne utility players. We look at it again. Well,
yes.
Then he's back as well. The kick in towards Lowe. Lowe and Stoneham. Stoneham, disciplined play. Coughlin from the boundary line. Sets it up for Lockett. Lockett at the back. Went for the punch. St Kilda still a chance. Winmar, no, free kick to Geelong.
Free against Tony Lockett against Pete.
And it will go to Rogers. He's going out wide to Simpson. Could be dangerous. There are two St Kilda players out there, McAdam and Winmar. McAdam from 40 metres. Kicks long at goal. It swings back. It's a goal. Gilbert McAdam has kicked two. The Saints fight back. The margin now 3 points in favour of Geelong.
Yes, Gilbert McAdam is one of the very dangerous St Kilda forwards. This wasn't a good option. Coming from Andrew Rogers, we see the two St Kilda players there combining. Flipped out the back to McAdam. And only one Geelong player there up against the two of the Saints players. And it was always going to be a dangerous situation.
3-point game at the park now. The Saints bouncing back. Hooper, Hocking, breaks a tackle, left foot. Not a particularly good one. Taylor goes for it, can't take it. Rice and Bruns. Couch ducks, caught. Bruns' handball. Morris sits, waits, has a bit of time. Then drop punts at the centre wing. Doesn't kick it well. And Hickley gets away from Winmar and plays on with a left footer. Wide to Busey's captain. At half forward. Spencer gives him a lead. Brownless gives him a lead. Bruns calls for it long. Brownless the target. And bouncing, Billy goes early and takes it.
A strong grab by Billy Brownless. Doing a good job there at full forward for Geelong. 3 goals in the first term. And there he is, an early spring out in front. Good pass.
Well, he's a massive kick, Brownless. The distance shouldn't worry him. 45 metres out, drop punt. Doesn't time it at all well. Kicks it off to the right. 3-2 for Brownless. And Geelong go to 5-4. And the Saints are 4-6.
Very wobbly drop punt, that one, from the full forward, but Harding having a lot of trouble with Brownless. It's all right to be a good mark and a big man, but you've got to know how to play full back. Now the umpire will bring it back. And Russell Morris, there's Rowan Saws, a very experienced umpire, he and Peter Cameron.
That was actually because his St Kilda teammate ran very close to the mark, Kane Taylor.
Russell Morris, he's been through many finals before too with Hawthorn. Beautiful kick by Morris to the half-back line. Oh, Winmar was the flyer. It's all Geelong in front, though. Taken away by Harvey for the Saints. He kicks to the half-forward line. This is Ricky Nixon. Oh, that could have been a free kick. It is a free kick. And is it 50? No. Ricky Nixon. He's way out on centre wing. They want to get it down to Lockett and Lowe quickly. Here's Lowe. Lowe versus Stoneham. No mark. Umpire calls play on. Malakalis goes in to get it again. Spiro Malakalis with plenty of pace brings it out to centre wing. Hughes in front, fisted away from that player. Here's McAdam backing up. McAdam the chip pass to the half-forward line, and Coughlin has marked.
Lockett in the goal square. You'd think he'd thump it in there now. He goes towards Lockett. One out with Rogers. And again, a great contest between the two. There's Burke, who went off in the first quarter. Copped two very hard crunches from Ablett.
Gee, they're bad losses too. David Grant and Nathan Burke.
Two key defenders, really, Pete, aren't they?
High one on Hinkley. Free kick. Advantage paid. In a way, Geelong had the advantage by missing out their two players at the start. At least they knew where they stood. Here's Stephen Hocking getting a good bounce. Left foot kick. Hughes should be away now from centre wing. Looks for an option. Has to take Devonport on. Touches it on the ground. The left foot's a shocker. Frawley outnumbered. Ablett all over the top of him. Couch, now Ablett. Devonport. Ablett with strength. Hughes. Legged. Free kick. Hocking calling for it. Goes to Gary Hocking. Too far. Poole misses it. Some mistakes. Pekin has got a steady. Sweep the handball to Newport, who sits, waits, goes over the top. Harvey with pace. Sits again and waits. Winmar about to be crunched. Can't break the tackle. And Hooper's got him.
Great play by the big man.
Yes, he was always going to be in trouble there, Winmar. The hand pass not the best option because Winmar had players breathing down his neck.
Bairstow to Poole. They've actually fallen down across the half-forward line, Geelong. They can't get it to Brownless. There's the kick to the half-forward line now. That could be a free kick to Bruns. It is. Now, what's their option? Ablett is back in the square. Now, Brownless, they're going short to him. The longer option would have been better at that stage. Fisted away to Newport. The Saints are up and running. Here's Greg. Clever hand pass. McAdam, a touch of the fumbles. Now he's got it. Oh, good play by McAdam. Great skill. He looks for Winmar. Centre of the ground, Nicky Winmar. Devonport. Now where's the big man, Lockett? Here he comes. And a good mark. And that is beautiful football. Terrific team play that by the Saints.
Wasn't it terrific the way McAdam and Winmar combined? Put the hand pass on very quickly to Devonport. And great possession football there from the Saints. And good to see Tony Lockett on the lead there too, Pete. He's been staying back in the goal square, fighting with Rogers. And I think he's a much better player when he's on that lead.
Well, Tony Lockett has kicked 1 goal 3. He wouldn't want to miss this one. Very, very vital that Lockett has got his kicking boot on. They need to make the most of every opportunity up forward against this talented Geelong side. Now Lockett for his second goal. Kicks, no doubt about it, right through the middle. So the champion full forward, there's Kenny Sheldon. Lockett has kicked 2, and the Saints hit the front by 2 points.
And that's Tony Lockett's 650th goal in AFL VFL football, which is a fantastic performance by Tony Lockett. He's averaging something like 4.5 goals in every game he's played at senior level.
2 points of difference. Bruns misses it, and suddenly the players get a chance to take a deep breath. That man Ablett yet to have a real influence on this game. 36-34. Saints off to a flying start, then Geelong, and now the Saints again. Vidovic, Malakalis, a spot of the fumbles, has time. Oh, Pekin did well. Denham stopped shepherding, and Pekin got to him. Now Greg too slow, Ablett over the top. Well, Peter Cameron and Rowan Saws are letting it go.
Yes, well, a couple of decisions there, Bruce. Actually, that tackle on Ablett, on Greg, when Gary Ablett tackled Greg, Greg just let the ball go. The umpire behind him couldn't see it, so maybe that's the excuse for that one.
Well, there's a number 60 out there. His name's Nicky Winmar. He's changed his jumper.
Couch, gee, they're wearing Couch very, very closely. Here's Gilbert McAdam. Very casual player, but enormous skill. Morris versus Hinkley. Morris races back up, but there's Winmar. Number 60 on his back, as we said. Robert Harvey. Lockett, the leader's on. Out he comes, and he marks. 35 metres from goal, Tony Lockett.
Well, we thought in that second half of that first quarter, St Kilda were looking as if they were in a lot of trouble against this talented Geelong side, but there's plenty of grit and determination in the St Kilda team as well. And if they can get the ball down to this man, Tony Lockett, St Kilda still have a very good chance of winning this match.
Well, he's kicked 2. He's missed some absolute sitters. Robert Harvey's had 9 kicks and 6 handballs. Now the champion full forward, Tony Lockett, kicks a goal and he puts it through. Lockett has kicked his 3rd. The Saints kick clear, 6-6 to 5-4.
Well, this season you could put 7 goals a match down beside Tony Lockett's name before you start, because that's how many he's averaged in every AFL game this season. 121 goals this year, at an average of 7.5 per game, which is a fantastic performance from this man.
(42 to 34). Lockett with 3. Vidovic versus Hooper again. Vidovic wins this one clearly. Coghlan. Handball back. Pekin to centre half forward. At the back, Lamb, Malakalis, Hinkley. And not a particularly good kick. Hooper should have taken it though. On the up to Stephen Hocking. Bounces it towards Rice though, not a good kick. Oh, Rice makes a big mistake. Harding. Brownless puts the pressure on. Harding to McAdam, who's been very good. Caught. Gets his handball. Frawley and Ablett. Gee, what a crunch that one. Hooper with a hip and shoulder on Greg. Pekin can go over the top to Coghlan. The kick to Coghlan now. Frankie can go on here all the way to Lowe. And it's coming back. What's happening?
There's a free kick right back here on the wing, Bruce. I think Hooper to take the free kick. It's a pity because St Kilda were in full flight there. I didn't see what it was for. Here's a replay of that Gary Ablett and Danny Frawley incident. Well, that's not why the free kick is being paid.
Gee, Ablett seems to have forgotten how to do a hip and shoulder, doesn't he?
Yes.
Well, the kick from Hooper. Oh, Vidovic. Great. Devonport. Newport. Hayne Taylor. Gee, they've lifted St Kilda. Well, Taylor too slow to get rid of it. This might let Geelong in here. There's players racing on top of it, and up by Rowan Saws will come in and bounce. And Mark Neild is warming up on the boundary line. There he is, a late inclusion. Only a youngster. He'll be pretty nervous. Vidovic again. Ablett punches it, but straight to Newport. This is Nicky Winmar, the long bomb. Oh, danger here because Lockett is there. Oh, look at that for a mark. Oh, what a great mark by the champ.
Too big and too strong, Pete. That's all you can say about Tony Lockett. No one's been able to stop him this year. And if they can get the ball down there, he just outmanoeuvred Rogers. As I said earlier, 18 kilograms. He is listed as having a weight advantage on Rogers.
Well, he's kicked 3. He's kicked 3 goals, 3. And they're making a change. Rogers off the ground and Mark Neild on. Spencer looks like he's got the big job now. We'll find it hard on Lockett. Tony Lockett going for his 4th, and more importantly, a chance to give a good little lead to St Kilda. He's put it right through the middle. 4 goals to this great full forward, Tony Lockett. St Kilda 7-6, lead Geelong 5-4.
Well, I don't think it matters who they give the job to on Tony Lockett, because I think he's unstoppable. Certainly in these conditions, the way St Kilda are certainly lifted around midfield. And this player, Nicky Winmar, great to see him go long and direct as he did on that occasion. He had every confidence in looking for Tony Lockett. He did just that. And now it's Trevor Spencer with a job on Big Tony.
Spencer for Lockett. Well, Peter Hudson gave Lockett a talking to at quarter time. And gee, has it worked. Dean Gregg out of the centre. The Saints on a real roll here. Coughlin's given them plenty. Simpson round the body. Here's Neild, who's just come on, the 20-year-old. Came in for Darcy today. Brownless the target. Billy out in front. Not paid, yes. Gee, I'd like to have another look. Made a great attempt.
I think it'll be a good move. Let's have a look at it again.
It's almost a half volley. Almost a half volley. Very doubtful.
A definite half volley.
No, it bounced for sure.
Did it ever.
See if he can kick the goal from 55 metres. A thumping kick right to the square. Vidovic back there, Ablett from the side. And behind.
Bernie, they've really got to do something. They've got to decide that Geelong, they're getting nothing out of half forward. They've got to do something with Ablett. Wouldn't he be better back in the forward pocket near the goals?
Well, I certainly think that he'd even be better at full forward, but Billy Brownless doing the job there. But I certainly agree with Gary Ablett in that last line of attack where he can lead at the ball.
Winmar's handball. Ablett's had one kick, one handball so far. Dean Gregg. Nixon low at the back. Handball to Craven. He had to wait, but he's got the pace. Run down in the end. Lockett. Stoneham with him. Still Lockett. Well played, Spencer. Superbly played. Then chips it to Hocking.
Well, they've got the loose man going. Oh, bad kick by Hocking. Straight to McAdam. Oh, look at the skill of McAdam. That is brilliant football. He's found Pekin, and what a bad turnover that by Geelong. Now the lead is on. He's kicked long. Here's Lockett. Spencer. Punched away by Spencer. Good play. And he did that well. But he's got a good leap, Trevor Spencer. And he's a nasty sort of a player. And, well, you know the way he plays it, Bernie. So he might be the right man for the job. Who knows?
Oh, what a job it is.
You wouldn't want the job.
Hooper with a bit of strength. Malakalis with some pace now. Ablett the target. Just the one kick, one handball for the champ. That's his second. And he kicks it wide. Denham and Taylor. Still Denham and Taylor. Good contest. Neal in that sticky little wicket part. Still Neal. Tries to run round. Does in the end. Hocking has to sit and wait. Pekin. Couch. Goes to ground. Does it all right, Couch. Gives Bairstow half a chance. Rice goes to ground. McAdam against the tide. And gets the free kick.
Terrific play by Gilbert McAdam. There was 3 Geelong players there. He had to put his body in. He did just that and earned the free kick.
He's had a great game. Craig Devonport on to Dean Rice. The St Kilda running players doing very well. Here's Lockett. Was he held? Umpire calls play on, but he's got it. Tony Lockett. Oh, what can this man do? He is brilliant. Tony Lockett has kicked his fifth. St Kilda 8-6 to 5-5.
Yes, that's 5 goals, 3 to Tony Lockett. And just a couple that you would have normally put him down for in that first quarter as well. He's kicked 4 in this quarter. He could easily have had 7 goals up to this stage of the match.
He's a hard man to play on. Denny Frawley, he always picks up Ablett. And it looks like Sean Simpson coming off the ground and Andrew Wills coming on for Geelong. I thought Simpson's been one of their better players, I thought, but there's ball at half forward. Morris. How will the umpire see this? He's called play on. Devonport, a quick kick. The centre wing. Here's Wills, just on the ground. He'll bring it up towards Brownless. Craven chips in and takes a good mark at half back.
And a strong mark too. Under a bit of pressure there. Wasn't floating down all that good, that ball.
Harding should chip it across to Rice. He does. Will he take Hinkley on? He's got a panic if he does. Squares it. Low the target. Stoneham with him. Not paid. Harvey. Pull. Dean Gregg misses it. Newport. Squares it to Winmar. And Winmar's away and kicks it to Lockett. And he takes another one. Oh, this is a celebration. Lockett's playing superbly.
It's beautiful to watch, Bruce, isn't it? As soon as Winmar gets that ball, Tony Lockett knows exactly where to go. He went straight down that centre corridor. Spencer in front. Tony Lockett just judged it beautifully.
Well, you've really got to go back to 1989 and Gary Ablett to have seen a performance like this in a major round. Lockett's dominating this game now.
Well, I hate to say it, Bruce, but they will probably just have to move Stoneham. He's doing well on low, but no one else but Stoneham could stop him, I don't think.
Well, 10th kick coming up. The champ's taken 7 marks. He's kicked 5 goals, 3. And he's lining up for number 6 from 45 metres out. Drop punt, as always. Straight through the middle. 6 to Lockett. And Bernie, this lead is becoming very important now at 9-6 to 5 goals, 5.
It certainly is, Bruce. A 25-point advantage. coming up towards half-time. And St Kilda, more importantly, they've dominated the game around midfield as well. And Tony Lockett's a player who's putting the finishing touches to this very good St Kilda team at the moment, but their desperation is second to none. They've attacked the ball with courage and commitment.
The Saints by 25 points, and here they go again. Winmar kicks it long. Here's Lockett. Oh, he's got his name written all over this. Oh, he didn't mark it. Oh, he would normally snaffle that one, Bernie.
Oh, look, certainly. I think he'd be very upset with himself there, Tony Lockett. He's kicked the last 5 goals in this match, and that should have been the 6th.
Well, they've moved Brownless out to centre-half forward, Neil to full forward, but they've got to get Ablett to full forward, in my opinion, has received Trevor Poole. Ablett's a much better player close to goal. Here's Trevor Poole trying to get something going for Geelong. Spiro Malakalis. Brownless, that's a free kick to Brownless. Into his back was Harding, and he runs straight back into Harding. Now, I just look to see where Ablett is. He's not there. Now, Neil is at full forward. He's only a youngster. Here he is, Mark Neil. No backup support. It's all St Kilda. Kane Taylor loses it to Buse. Gary Hockey got open goal, and he slams it through for a goal to the Cats. So that might lift them 6-5 to 9-7.
And that's their first goal for this term too, Geelong. They really had trouble getting the ball out of the middle. St Kilda have controlled that area. Just overrun there by, I think it was Kane Taylor. And the hand pass coming to Gary Hocking to finish that off. But with Billy Brownless at centre-half forward, Neil now playing at full forward. Gary Ablett certainly needs to lift as well. Also Paul Couch, who's been tagged out of it by Craven.
9-7, 6-5, 20-point margin. If the Cats can get another one, it'll give them something to hang their hat on at half-time. Quick kick from the centre, from Denham. Here's Bairstow, who's been quiet. Neil, good kick, Bairstow. And just suddenly, that goal from Hocking, and now Neil to line it up.
Yes, so Bruce, this is where it's very important coming into time on. And the team may think that, well, we've done a fantastic job throughout the quarter. They come to time on and may relax just that little bit mentally.
Well, Kevin Sheedy mentioned this morning that Djakovic's goal before half-time was significant for Melbourne. And can Geelong reduce the margin with Neil? The drop punt kicked it very badly. And it's 6-6 to 9-7. So the 20-year-old misses as a much younger man looks on, and now Morris to take the kick. Well, when he came across from Hawthorn, I doubt whether he thought he'd be playing on a stage like this.
Well, he might end up playing against his former club too. There was a mark to Ablett. Ablett right out on half forward. The lead is on. Mark Neil, but the mark has been dropped there by McAdam. Geelong still through Wills. Wills back in front of goal. Harding versus Brownless, and Paul Harding has taken a good mark. Now he's lost his boot. Has he? No, he hasn't. He just took a great big divot. Paul Harding. He's on Brownless, who has kicked 3. Brownless has been forced to come out to half forward. Good mark to Dean Rice at half back.
Goes to the centre. Vidovic the target. Bruns at the back. Winmar, who's been magnificent. Misses Devonport, but he's got time. Devonport himself's been very good. Another good kick. It was a great kick to Greg. Lockett in the square, having a wrestling match with Spencer. Now wants it back. Greg, Lockett goes early against Spencer. Malakalis out of play. And just 14 seconds remaining. Darcy and Burke look on. They'd give anything to be playing. Peter Hudson looks on. 5 seconds to half-time. Hooper misses it. Bairstow caught. And the siren sounds. So the scene's set for the second half. St Kilda leading by 19 points at 9-7 to 6-6. The Saints to the right of screen, Geelong to the left. Hooper gets the tap. And St Kilda looking for a free kick. The tackle quickly put there on Bairstow by Newport, who's worn him all day. Bairstow 9 kicks, but most of them in the first quarter, and not too many effective. Vidovic and Hooper. Hooper wins a tap. Came off Pekin. Now Buse. Well, a little sideways one towards Bairstow. Couldn't take it. outnumbered in the end. Looks for a free kick, gets it. Well, there have been very few soft free kicks today. That might have been one of them. Bairstow, Brownless on a long lead, goes early. Neild overruns it. Morris sits and waits, gets a quick kick away. Couldn't take it, Newport. Bairstow tries to crash his way through. Stephen Hocking's handball gives a chance for Wills. Has to wait, then gets caught. Denham throws it away in a hurry. Frawley. Little handball to McAdam. 10th kick for McAdam. Devonport should take it. Hocking running the wrong way. Now Couch caught by Peakin and gone for holding the footy.
Their tackling's been outstanding, Bruce. The tackling, especially, there was an instance there where Winmar and I think it was Kane Taylor laid the tackle on. They just so desperate to keep the ball in.
Tim Peakin, who's on the ground because of two injuries to St Kilda players. Nathan Burke and David Grant are off the ground, so this is a top performance as Bairstow goes across to Hocking, but Geelong will fight back. Don't worry about that. They're a class team, and this might be the start of it. Billy Brownless marks at 50 metres, and he has kicked 3 goals, but more importantly, Bernie, he's a prodigious kick.
He certainly is, and there won't be any problem making the distance here for Billy.
Well, they need this to start the 3rd quarter. It could really lift the Geelong side. Going for his 4th from 50 metres, he lays back on this one. A beautiful style. Did it sneak in? No, it hit the post. And he's not happy, Billy. But no doubt, anywhere within near the 50-metre line, he will always make the distance, Brownless, and not a happy-looking Malcolm Blight.
Morris to bring her back in. Played well today, made one mistake when he tried a short one to Vidovic from this position. And Denham kicked Geelong's first goal. Nothing short this time. Or I'd say for the rest of the day, Vidovic the target, ironically. There's Gary Hocking getting a few touches to pull. Quick kick doesn't go very far. Taylor looks for a free kick, they swamp on top of him. Denham gets a little kick sideways, doesn't go far. Frawley, the handball. Peakin's handball was okay. Harvey sells it up, then breaks a tackle and short passes very well to Craven. Well played, Harvey. Craven sweeps it wide to Devonport. The kick's a good one. Winmar running. It should be 50. It's not. Winmar still running. They've held it up, the Cats. Devonport's wobbly one. Stoneham. Malakalis to Wills. Short. Not a particularly good kick. Peakin over the top of it with courage. Devonport short to Gregg. They're away again to Newport. Lockett the target as always. Sits and waits, Big Tony. Spencer might beat him for this one. Pressure. Lamb runs it out of play.
And Spencer got one there, also Tony Lockett coming past, but I don't think there was much in it.
The ball at half forward for the Saints. They'll be desperately trying to get it up to Lockett. The last thing Geelong would want now is a chance, though. Lockett with strength. Oh, the big body went out, tried to sucker it off the ground. Good play by Spencer to Andrew Hughes. In the meantime, a free kick had been given by Lockett to Spencer. Now he can kick it across the goal here. He's got loose men there. Now he's going to do it. He's executed the kick fairly well, and he's found Hinkley. To Stoneham. Stoneham can hold his head up high. He's done well on low. Stoneham to the half-forward line. Players set themselves. Oh, that is a good mark. Not paid.
Oh, that was a mark.
Gary Hocking on the left foot. Brownless. Oh, Billy Brownless flies. Denham takes it off the pack. Sean Denham into an open goal. Kicks and goals. Denham has kicked 2. The Cats fight back. 2 goals the margin. The Saints lead.
They certainly need to fight back in this turn too, Geelong, because they're keen with the aid of a breeze. It's not overly strong, or it doesn't appear to be from up here, but it's certainly the scoring end, as we've seen early in the match. And there's Denham doing the roving. Started off in the forward pocket. Perfect forward pocket roving. Good lead also from Brownless. He contested hard out in front. Sean Denham finishing it off.
2-goal game now. 9-7, 7-7. Malakalis breaks a tackle. High one, gets a free kick. Bernie, Gary Hocking starting to get some touches too now.
Yes, very important player for Geelong, Hocking.
Brownless again the target. Ablett sits down and waits. Here's Harvey, who's been so very good today. Hinkley such pressure that it's hard to deliver the football into the forward line with accuracy. High drop punt. Brownless way up the ground. Well, he's a towering figure like Lockett at the other end. Too far out even for Billy. Gives it a ride, doesn't kick it all that well. Rice makes a mistake. Under pressure, round his body. Poole versus Harvey. Loose ball. Bairstow. Brownless. Hooks it. Bruns. Hocking. Left foot snap. Misses for a behind. Maybe he should have tried to come around to the right side.
He probably should have there, Bruce. He had a bit of time to get around on that right side and would have also made the angle a lot better for himself.
Well, we saw at the start of the third quarter yesterday, this whole game changed, and the pressure's really being applied now.
I've got no doubt that Geelong will come back very, very hard in this quarter. They're too good a side not to. They've been a good side all year. They took the Eagles to a point in Perth. That's when they proved what a good side they are. Here's the kick from Poole, up towards full forward. The Flyers at the back, Brownless. Oh, it's a St.Kilda mark. It's going to the man in front.
Well, that should be 50 against Billy for that.
I think Harding stuck his nose in, to be quite honest, Bernie, when he shouldn't have been there.
All right.
Well, the umpire, I think, agreed with me, as we see.
You're right.
Russell Morris to the half-back line. Punched down by Hooper. The Saints through Newport. Played a magnificent game so far, St Kilda, but that kick by Steve Newport out on the full. Kick to be taken by Spiro Malakalis.
Centre wing. Centres it. Again Brownless the target, and again he takes the mark. Well, in his own way, he's almost as good as Lockett at the other end, isn't he?
He certainly is, and I'd be even thinking about putting Danny Frawley back to full back, because Gary Ablett certainly isn't a danger at this stage of the game.
He's kicked 3-4, Brownless. This to put Geelong within 5 points. Drop punt, leans back on it, kicks it strongly, and kicks it through. A battle of the full forwards. Brownless with 4, and the Cats are charging back again.
There's 4 goals to Billy Brownless. It's been a good performance. He's been prepared to lead and get out in front, and that's a terrific strong mark under pressure there from Harding, who's played at full-back all day on him. A kick from Billy Brownless. He kicked 3 in the first quarter, none in the second quarter, and now has 4 for the match.
A different complexion on the game now. 5 points the margin in favour of the Saints as Gary Hocking hooks it back towards half forward. Punched away by Russell Morris. Dean Gregg, Robert Harvey, Nicky Winmar, where's Lockett? The leader's on, he ducks back. Out he comes now, Lockett. Stoneham chips in, but Lowe waits at the back. Kicks in at goal, and Stewart Lowe. And the free kick in the meantime to Hinkley off the ball. Oh, I didn't see that one, Bernie.
No, I missed that. I was following Stewart.
Spencer, in fact.
I was following Stewie Lowe. It must have been against Tony Lockett again, and that's where Tony Lockett is letting himself down. He's kicked 6 goals, but on a number of occasions he's just given away that silly free kick.
Stoneham, Couch and Craven. Couch onto his wrong side, the right foot. Morris playing a very good game, Morris.
It might even be worth a try putting Brownless at centre-half forward and Ablett at full forward, Pete, to get him into the game.
Well, I think Peter might agree with that. He's been suggesting Ablett at full forward for a long time. It's Trevor Poole against the tide. Bangs it back long to Brownless. Harding. Neal. Ablett. Long and strong, but inaccurate. And that magic that was there in 89 has just eluded him.
Well, Bruce, he missed all the pre-season. He didn't play in the first half of the season, so his fitness will nowhere near be as good as the other players. The ball to the half-back line now. Malakalis couldn't take it. Gary Hocking really starting to exert an influence. Here's Andrew Hughes. The chip passes on. Look at this. Geelong are back in business because Brownless is marked 40 metres from goal directly in front and kicking for goal number 5.
It's certainly been an improved performance by Geelong in this third quarter. And this man leading from the front, Billy Brownless.
Well, here's the kick. And it's another one. 5 goals to Brownless. Oh, would you believe it? Geelong have hit the front by 1 point.
It's really been a game of the full forwards, hasn't it? Billy Brownless 5 goals for Geelong, and Tony Lockett 6 goals for St. Kilda. As we see this mark again, a great lead by Billy Brownless. He read the play beautifully. He saw what was happening up the field, and Andrew Hughes, the Geelong captain, delivering it right on Billy's chest.
Crowd roaring here. The Cats by a point. 62-61. Hooper with a big thumb. Hughes got a good bounce. Hocking, Stephen. Not a good handball. Winmar. Bairstow, well played. With strength. Harding and Brownless. Harding in the front. Brownless caught the handball. Harding, Hocking, Couch. They're everywhere. Hocking again. Right foot snap. Is that another one? It is. 10-8 to 9-7, and Bernie, Hocking has made a difference here.
Oh, look, he's a too good a player to be able to match all day long, because he's a fierce competitor, Bruce, and that's very important in these finals games. He competes and competes. He never knows when to stop. And Gary Hocking is one of those really dour sort of players who never knows when to lay down. And it's a great goal from Gary Hocking. 4 goals coming to Geelong in the start of this third quarter in only 12 minutes. And St Kilda yet to kick a goal in the third quarter.
The Cats by 7 points. What can St Kilda do? They've got to stem the flow, because Geelong have been getting it out of the centre. Here's their chance. Crawley to Winmar. The long kick. Lockett and Spencer. Lockett, a great mark. He's too good. Too big. Too strong. Too talented.
Too everything, Pete, isn't he? He's just unbelievable. Unbelievable, Tony Lockett. There's a replay again. It looked as if Spencer was in reasonable position to be able to spoil that ball. Just Tony Lockett's bulk able to keep him out.
Well, a magnificent game of football, this. This is finals football.
Another move happening at the moment, Pete. Stewie Lowe going down to the back line. Looks like he's going to full back.
Tony Lockett to get St Kilda back in it. He's kicked 6. St Kilda champ has gone. A magnificent individual performance by Lockett. 7 out of 10 he's kicked, and the Saints trail by 1 point.
7 goals 3 to Tony Lockett. All those 3 points coming in that first quarter. Stewie Lowe now picking up Billy Brownless. Interesting move. I think Stewie Lowe couldn't get into the match playing at centre-half forward. He's been comprehensively beaten by Stoneham.
Harding to centre-half forward. Point the difference. Frawley gets rid of it in a hurry. Left foot kick by Lamb. Taken by Devonport. Swings it wide. A good kick to Greg. The Saints come back. Holds it up for a minute. Drop punt. Newport the target. Gave him every chance. Takes it on his chest. Lockett will want it there in a hurry. Can Newport kick it far enough to get to Big Tony?
Well, Couch very quiet today too, Bruce. They certainly need a lift from him, Geelong.
Harding the target in the pocket. Stoneham clearly.
He's been magnificent, Stoneham, under pressure.
Yes, great game, Barry Stoneham.
10th kick for Stoneham. Ablett goes quickly. Frawley's also been superb. Newport caught, bustled off it. Trevor pulled, and it'll be Peter Cameron to come in and take the footy. 10-8, 10-7. Well, those fingernails are getting down, aren't they? Minute by minute. Hooper. Harvey. Still Harvey. Besieged in the end and gets a free kick for persistence. Made a tremendous game, Harvey.
Free kicks interesting, Bruce. 25 to Geelong and 13 to St Kilda.
Touched. Ablett with one hand. Gary Hocking. Sweeps a handball wildly. Peakin, well played. Left foot. Lockett again. He'll take it.
Tony Lockett. He's really the danger man. Trevor Spencer started off on equal terms with Lockett, but Lockett summed up the situation much better again. Saw that Pekin had the ball, started the move. It was only a quick left foot kick, so he wasn't going to get a lot of distance with it, Tim Pekin. And Tony Lockett read it beautifully.
Well, this to equal the elimination final record that Djakovic kicked yesterday with 8. Lockett's got 7. Low drop punt. 8 to Lockett. The Saints in front. 11-7 to 10-8.
Well, he was very inaccurate early, Tony Lockett. He kicked 1 goal 3 in the first quarter. But since then, he hasn't had a blemish against his name. And Stoneham has now been moved to full back to pick up Tony Lockett. And Spencer out to centre-half back on Harding. So that's a very tough job also for Stoneham.
St Kilda by 5 points as the Cats go forward. Stoneham's been moved to full back on Lockett. I think that's a good move. Spencer to centre-half back, where he appreciates the open spaces a lot better there. McAdam under pressure out in the full, but Stoneham has had Lowe moved from centre-half forward, so the danger of Lowe is no longer there with Lowe down at full back. And, I mean, Harding centre-half forward burning, and so Spencer won't find that as tough as playing on Lowe.
No, you're right, Pete. So that was probably the opportune time to move Barry Stoneham, but it also is taking a very good attacking player away from centre-half back.
Wills to centre wing. Frawley at the back. What a captain's game he's playing. Malakalis, the other captain, Buse. Sells a dummy, goes left foot. Good kick to Paul. Gee, Buse's kick had some carry. Brownless and Lowe in the goal square. Paul goes short to the pocket. And Denham loose, who's kicked a couple of goals, Denham. The first goal of the match, and I reckon it was the first goal of this second half from memory. And Denham, just his 7th kick coming up. So what he's done has been pretty significant, and a goal here puts the Cats back in front. They trail by 5 points. Can Denham kick his 3rd from the pocket? The left foot misses. 2-1 to Denham. 10-9 to Geelong. 11-7 St Kilda.
They would need to get a hurry on, Bruce, because they are kicking with the breeze in this quarter, Geelong. The ball is holding up to the end St Kilda are kicking to. And they're still trailing at the moment by 4 behind Geelong.
Dean Rice versus Neville Bruns. The bigger man, Dean Rice, wins out. Is that a free kick? No. Wills back. Oh, yes, it is a free kick. And it will come back to Rice, who caught one high. And this might be 50 because Neville Bruns did not hand that ball back, and that was bad play.
Just wasting time. And there's no reason to do that because the umpire, they will certainly ping you for that if you just hold on and don't get the ball back to the player as quickly as possible. Here's the free kick again. Maybe a little bit high. There didn't seem to be a lot in it, did there?
I think it was a very lucky free kick. Dean Rice to the pocket. Lockett at the back. The ball at the front, trying to crash his way through was Hooper to Gary Hocking, who's had a magnificent 3rd quarter. It's a good kick by Hocking too. Centre of the ground. Mark Bairstow. Really need those midfield players firing. Hocking showing the example. Oh, great mark. What a brilliant mark by Couch.
There's 2 marks for Paul Couch. He hasn't had a big influence on the game.
Now, Lower's one out with Brownless. If he kicks it now, they're...
There's Paul Couch, who's been tagged by this little bloke all day, Danny Craven.
Now, the short one is on. It's a shocking kick. And that ball should have been kicked 30 seconds ago down to Brownless, who was one out. And now Winmar will take the kick from half-back.
But well done by Nicky Winmar to jump in there and fill up the gap.
Drop punt. Centre wing, Coughlin and Hinkley. Hinkley went early, got the thump away. Malakalis, now Craven. Sweeps the handball to Peakman. Peakman to Coughlin. They're running the Saints. Lockett. Over the top, Stoneham. Lockett. Taps it beautifully for Nixon. Was it touched or is it a goal? It's a goal. Well, the replay might tell the story here. 12-7 to 10-9. Controversy here. Lockett shoveling the ball to Nixon. Geelong saying it was definitely touched. Now watch this one, Bernie.
Yes, well, just by the reaction of Wills, You see Tony Lockett there, with the pass was a little bit long. Oh, very hard to tell from that angle. But just watching it live, it did appear that Wills got very close to it.
Well, the goal umpire had a good look at it. He deliberated, and it's a goal. 10 points the margin. St Kilda in front. Here's the brilliant Winmar trying to crash his way through the pack. That's Wills with a handball to Trevor Poole to the half-forward line. Vidovic was there. And the Geelong players pouncing on top of him. 7.5 minutes of play left in the third quarter. This is anyone's game, this. Bounce of the ball. Ablett being dragged. Sean Simpson coming back on. The ironical cheers of the St Kilda supporters. Great smother.
Well, Pete, I don't know why he didn't try and put him up in that forward pocket.
Well, here's Gary Hocking. A free kick down the ground and a mark as well. So it'll be Neville Bruns kicking from 30 metres. A chance to bring the Cats closer. If he kicks it, they'll trail by 4 points.
Gee, there wasn't much in that either, that relayed free kick.
Well, Neville Bruns from directly in front. Hooks it slightly. Did he sneak it in? Yes. So the Cats strike back. 2 goals to Bruns. The margin 4 points in favour of St Kilda.
Yes, Neville Bruns has been a very important player in this Geelong side since he came back. He suffered a few injuries early in the season and spent a lot of time playing in the second. But if that was a relayed free kick, well, it was very ticky-touch with that one. And there's a kick from Neville Bruns, just sneaking in. And a very valuable player in this Geelong side.
Well, there's a scene we don't normally see, isn't it? G. Ablett on the sidelines and fully fit. I say fully fit, not injured anyway. 12, 7, 11, 9. Poole, Simpson who's come on, Newt and Hocking. Newt, Nixon. Good decision, I reckon, that.
Yes, they've umpired well, haven't they?
Tremendously, because they've just let it go and let it go. And why not?
Experienced umpires makes a big difference.
So, Geelong in attack. Nixon's quick kick. Missed by Craven. It was a hard one. Couch has been very disappointing. Gets some space this time. Bangs it on a good lead to Brownless.
Oh, that's a free kick.
Thumped in the back of the head. Well, thumped in the back of the head, but no free kick. Taylor to Devonport.
And I think Billy even up.
He did too. I don't blame him.
Hooper misses it. Coughlin. McAdam waits for it and then charges away and bounces it once to Greg. Harvey, not a good handball. Hinkley, oh, well played. McAdam, brilliant. Well done, McAdam to Winmar on his own.
Good vision, wasn't it, Bruce, from McAdam? He could have blazed away.
Just held it up, Bernie, didn't he? You could see Winmar. And what an important kick this is, with 5 1/4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. St Kilda leading by 4 points. Really has been a magnificent game. When you look at the angle.
Frawley's now been moved to full back on Brownless also, with Ablett off the ground.
So the moves left, right and centre. Winmar from the pocket. We're going to get a great sight of this. Drop punt, kicks it all right. Just missing. So Winmar puts the Saints 5 points in front. And what about Danny Frawley? His birthday, leading St Kilda, and has Gary Ablett taken from the ground.
Yes, well, he did a great job. Always plays well in Ablett, actually, Frawley. To the half-back line, the Poole is trying very hard. Malacallis, Andrew Hughes looking for a short option. Gary Hocking did some pushing and shoving. Oh, he's got it, Hocking. He's playing a magnificent quarter. The short pass is on. Billy Brownless is marked. That is a beautiful lead, and what a good pass, Bernie.
It's been just a superb display of full forward work from both Brownless and Lockett. And Billy Brownless, he's been superb. He's kicked 2 goals this quarter, 5 for the match. And there's not much worry about him making the distance from here.
Well, he's on 50 metres. He drifts it to the right. It's swinging. It swings back. Beautiful kick for a goal. 6 goals to Brownless. 1 point the margin. Geelong in front now.
Yes, it's been a real battle of the full forwards. Billy Brownless now with 6 goals, 3. as Hocking, who certainly lifted his game in this third quarter. And that is perfect delivery, a great lead from Billy Brownless. 6-3, including one poster in this third quarter.
Brownless was 6. Hocking's had 8 kicks in this quarter. He's the leading possession gatherer on the ground. 12-9, 12-8. Tremendous match. Buse getting some touches. Geelong forward again. Bruns gets a great bounce. Will this be his third? No. Under pressure. Sneaks it in from behind. 12-10, 12-8. Bruns, who started in 1978.
A vital 3 minutes coming up here as we see some of the Melbourne players but though it's actually Gavin Exel there in the middle. It looked almost like Rodney Grinter. He's got a look-alike, but it's Gavin Exel looking on. But a vital 3.5 minutes against Collingwood just before half-time the other week. Geelong got right on top with 3 or 4 quick goals.
Rice goes early. Bruns peeking round the body. Centre wing. Bouncing football. Well played, Greg. Craven got a bad bounce. Couch gave it away. Greg again with some strength. McAdam half volleys it. Plays it on. Sweeps it to Whitmar. How many times have they done that? Lockett, the target again. Whitmar gives him a chance and he takes it, Lockett.
Yeah, that was a great mark, wasn't it? He was under pressure from both sides. Ken Hinkley coming across him and Barry Stoner from behind. You see Ken Hinkley just coming into the picture there. Tony Lockett really charging out at that one.
Well, this to set the record for 9 goals in an elimination final. Our old mate Peter McKenna held it for a lot of years at 7. Djakovic broke that yesterday. Of course, we do have 2 now this year.
I tell you what, it couldn't go to a better player, could it?
Well, what a season he's had. He's kicked 126 goals this season, and this is his 17th match. It's an awesome performance. Drop punt. Great looking kick off the boot. He's done it. The man for the big occasion. 13-8 to 12-10. Lockett's kicked his 9th, and the Saints are back in front.
Oh, that is just a great performance by Tony Lockett. 9 goals out of 13. He kicked 1 goal 3 in that first quarter, as I said, and since then he's kicked 8 goals straight, which has been a great performance. He missed a couple of easy ones, I would have thought, in that first quarter. One from about 10 metres.
The Saints by 4 points. Centre bounce, very, very important. Oh, a free kick to Geelong. And it will go back to Andrew Buse, who's trying very, very hard to lift the Cats. Hughes not sure what to do with this. He's looking for an option. He's gone the torpedo punt. It's a wobbly one to the half-forward line. Punched away by Neal. Out it comes to the runners. Socket off the ground by Kane Taylor and over the line. Good defensive play. This is going to go right down to the wire, this game. Look at the centre breaks. Geelong 6-2, and that is why they have come back into this game.
Vidovic in a wrestling match. And gets a free kick.
Well, that was 50-50, Bruce, as far as I could see.
Against Neal. Here's Morris. In a couple of minds there. Eventually, Lowe uses his body strongly. Coughlin squeezes a little kick. Good play by Hinkley. Hooper to Stephen Hocking, who chips it across to Wills, who can go on and does. Takes a chance. High left foot. Brownless. Free kick against Frawley, who was hanging on.
Yes, yeah, Billy's.
Hinkley behind play there, Bernie. It was a good effort by Hinkley a minute ago.
Oh, he's been good since that first quarter when apparently words were said to him at the quarter-time break, but Kenny Hinkley's played a great game since quarter-time. Danny Frawley hanging on to Billy Brownless's right arm.
Well, at one end, Lockett's kicked 9. Brownless has kicked 6. Will this be number 7? Drop punt. It's another good one. The Cats are back in front. Well, Brownless was 7. Lockett with 9. And I'm sitting alongside 2 men who kicked a lot of goals in their career. This has been magnificent footy by the full forwards.
Oh, look, tremendous. Billy Brownless, 4 for this term, 7 for the match. Tony Lockett kicked 5 in the second quarter, has 9 for the match. Great pity about this is that one of these sides at the end of the day is not going to be here to fight it on again next week.
Say that again,
It is a great pity, Pete.
You're dead right. That's the nature of the system. 2 points the margin. It's centre break, so vitally important. Frank Coughlin brilliantly to Winmar. Here's Stewart low on the forward line having a kick at goal. And that would have been a handy one. It's a siren sound to end a terrific quarter of football. At three-quarter time here at Waverley, there's a point the margin. Geelong lead, 13-10-88. The Saints, 13-9-87.
Lockett and Stoneham, Brownless and Frawley. 4 of the stars of this match head-to-head now when it comes down to the crunch. Last quarter. Final 30 minutes for one of these brave teams in 1991. Which one will it be? Hooper wins the tap. Stephen Hocking to Wills. High left foot. Brun sets himself. Rice. Brun's in the front spot. Here's Morris. Comes backwards. Gives it to Kane Taylor. Under pressure, Taylor. Wills underneath it. Can he take the mark? Oh, Harvey coming from the back. And Payne. Terrific game, Harvey. Short to Devonport. Looks for Craven. Couch, who's been very quiet. 5 kicks, 7 handballs from one of the men who's been in the engine room all season for the Cats.
Yeah, that is a bad day for Paul Couch. Trevor Poole's tried very, very hard. On to Buse. Andrew Buse to the half-forward line for the Cats. Denham cleverly finds Neal. Neal over the top. He's got Spencer way up there on the half-forward line now. Trevor Spencer loses it in the tackle. Here's Bairstow. And the ball must have rolled over the line because the boundary umpire calls it line and will throw it in.
Geelong attacking. Malcolm Blight looking on. 1 point the difference. Neal and Vidovic. Denham taps it forward. Morris. The shepherding coming from Harvey. Denham comes in on Morris. And Bernie, these players are going to be tired. This ground's very heavy and they've given it their all.
Yeah, they certainly have. It's been one of the great games, hasn't it, Bruce? And the centre corridor actually is in very good condition, but around the flanks it is very soft.
Goals are going to be vital here. Gary Hocking, well played. Well played, Hocking. High one to the pocket. Brownless and Frawley. Frawley will be happy to see it out. Well, he reckons it wasn't out, but I've got a funny feeling he wasn't too disappointed.
I think you're right, Bruce. It might have been a con job trying to pretend he was very disappointed it went out.
He's a great character, Frawley, and a great leader today.
Half forward for the Cats. This is Neville Bruns. Good pick up, but he also runs over the line with the ball, so it'll be another throw in. Almost at the 50-metre line. Nine kicks and 4 handballs Bruns has had. There's Hinkley coming in to do some ruck work. He took a leap over the back. Grabbed by Devonport off the side of the boot. The race is on. Poole versus Harvey. Oh, bad bounce for Harvey. Good tackle, Poole. Ricky Nixon. All over running it was Wills. In goes Hinkley. Good play, Ken Hinkley. Gives it across to Wills again. Oh, players slipping over. Here's Stephen Hocking up there. Hocking gets it to Neal. Neal into goal, kicks, and misses to the right. So the Cats sneak a little bit further in front.
Well, I think the enthusiasm and desperation of St Kilda certainly counts for a lot, but finals experience does tell, I think, Bruce.
2 points in it. Frawley bangs it into the centre. Craven with some pace. Stephen Hocking. Craven catches him. Spencer under pressure. Greg tries to kick it off the ground. Low on the up to Winmar. To Lockett. You just know it's going to happen every time he gets a footy.
Yes, Winmar to Lockett how many times?
Well, Bernie, he's kicked 9. He's kicked 10 goals or more 6 times this season. Will this be number 7?
Well, you'd almost certainly back him from here. The way his kick since quarter time. Uncharacteristic misses in that first quarter, but since then, no blemishes against his name, Tony Lockett. Goal number 10 should be coming up.
How many men in the game can say they've kicked 10 goals in a finals match? Here's Lockett from 35 metres. Must have hurt us. Hooks it. Well,
just give him a rap, eh? A big rap for Tony. He's kicked magnificently since quarter time. And that one from about 25, 30 metres out looked a certainty.
And how costly could that prove to be? Stuart Lowe over the top of Trevor Spencer. Good mark.
Only his third mark for the day, Stewie Lowe.
Yes, well, Stoneham.
But one thing you know about Stewie Lowe, Peter, he will never stop trying and getting in front, putting his big body there.
Well, here's Lockett at the back. He flies. Stone will race it in for a behind, I would think he does. And that's good play by the fullback. He did well on Stuart Lowe early. He beat Stuart Lowe, in fact. He's been forced. Malcolm Blight has been forced to move him down onto a rampaging Tony Lockett, who has kicked 9. Scoreboard shows scores at dead set level, 13-12, 90 apiece.
There's a kick by Stone. Paul gets a free kick. Well, 3 men between them 5 times have kicked 11 goals in finals, so Lockett's getting into that rarefied atmosphere. Here's Gary Hocking. Brownless, Frawley hanging on, but played it well. Brownless goes to ground, handball, Couch with a chance to go. Left foot, it's close, it's there! The Brownlow medalist from 2 years ago has put the Cats in front by a goal.
And they certainly need him to lift in this last quarter, Geelong. Paul Couch has been very quiet. He's been well held by Danny Craven, who's had the job on him, tagged him all day long. And Frawley certainly making it a lot harder also for Billy Brownless. The tactic of hanging on and making it very difficult for him to have a clear lead at the ball is paying dividends at the moment.
The Cats by a goal. Bidovic, a wild hand pass. It will favour Geelong. It's Jamie Lamb to the half-forward line. Runs, went in after it hard. The experienced players lifting for the Cats. Here's Brownless. No mark. Neil brought the ground. Tries to... Oh, that is murder.
Yeah, you're right, Pete. He had no opportunity. As soon as he grabbed that ball, he was tackled.
You've got to have some chance,
exactly.
Bernie.
Yeah, you do.
As Craig Devonport, we've seen 2 of those against Geelong at vital times. Oh, bad kick by Devonport. Straight to Hinkley. Hinkley with skill. Swings onto the left foot. Now has a bounce. Ken Hinkley over the top. Over to Denham. Denham on the left foot. Fires it at goal. It floats. It's close. And he's missed. So the Saints supporters breathe a sigh of relief. 7 points the margin in favour of the Cats as Gary Ablett looks on.
And you just wonder if Malcolm Blight will play his big card in Ablett. Just sitting and waiting. Here's Nixon. High. Morris the target. Should get a free kick, didn't. Taylor, good, gee, that should be down the ground.
Yes,
it is.
I think the frustration coming there, Bruce, because well, you called the free kick should have gone to Morris. I thought it maybe should have gone to Hocking.
That's what I thought, Bernie.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, Winmar. Long. Lockett's the target. Not quite. Stoneham did well. Malakalis caught by Lockett. Gets a handball. Spencer couldn't take it cleanly. Here's Lamb. Sweeps a thumping handball to Bairstow, who's got some space. Bounces once. Steadies. Chips it. Short. Newd getting some touches in the centre now. Swings it across. Back to Bairstow. Brownless the target. He kicks it well. And Billy, play on.
Play on. He marked it. He marked it. Oh, no. He took the mark.
Or did it hit the ground? He took it initially, then the...
Let's have a look again.
And then it hit the ground. But it could have been a free... No.
Oh, hit the deck. But, gee, I tell you what, the umpire's got very good eyesight if he saw it from there, that it hit the ground before Billy got that third bite.
Oh! Is there such a thing as kicking in danger?
Malakalis off the ground. And Simpson about to come back on.
Oh, to see the boot go in, Bernie.
97 to 90. Smothered by Hocking from Morris. Vidovic can't get rid of it. A hard ball to be won. Frankie Coughlin's in there. Off the ground by the Cats. Here's Devonport. To Nixon. To Harvey. A bounce. Another one. Centres it. McAdam. It was chopped off by Wills. Simpson immediately into the action. Played Winmar. The handball not good. Harvey again. Hughes with him. Oh, Winmar clever. Couldn't quite get it out. Stephen Hocking does. He's away. Thumps at the centre half forward. Hinkley and Nixon. Good mark, Hinkley.
Yes, remember he went to the forward line in that interstate game against
That's right.
Tasmania, Pete, and didn't he turn it on in that last quarter, Kenny Hinkley?
He won the game for them at
certainly
the mix
did.
down in Tassie. I think he kicked 4 when he went there. Now he's going short. Oh, look at this. Poole's been an excellent player. The former Richmond utility player. Trevor Poole's had 15 and 5, 15 kicks, 5 handballs. Now he brings it into full forward. Brownless sets himself. Look at the fly. Couldn't take the mark. Craig Devonport mopping up over to Kane Taylor. Little Denham after it. Danger here for the Cats. Good tackle, Nixon. Here's Hinkley. Can't get his handball in. St Kilda working very hard. Craven tackled by Hockey. Look at the pressure. Oh, look at that. Terrific football by both sides as Devonport brings it out to the wide open spaces.
And Buse has got some time to steady. Think about it. Look at this. Still Buse. Left foot. Nailed the target. He gets him. The Cats on top at the moment. Another goal here will make it very hard for the Saints. Brownless in the pocket. Didn't quite get to him. Denham, little right footer, bouncing, sits, runs outnumbered. Morris thumps it to the boundary line. What's the story with Malakalis? We can see something happening there, Jared Healy.
Yes, he's had his right arm immobilised. Bruce has severely damaged his right shoulder, and there's no way he'll be coming back on the field.
14-13 to 13-12. High stakes and high tension. Bairstow round the body and out on the full.
7 points the margin. Geelong in front. We have 12.5 minutes of play left. Fantastic game of football. Real final stuff this. Unfortunately, one of these teams that will bow out after this game. Here's little Craven working his heart out. Denny Craven, centre of the ground. Oh, the mark dropped there by Winmar, but the brilliant Winmar races after it. Oh, loose man created here. It's Robert Harvey. He marks. Where's Lockett? The leader's on. Lockett and Stoneham. They race after it. Stoneham with the pace to go with Lockett. That was over the line, I feel. No, it wasn't. As it's still in play. Lockett and Harding. And look at the pressure. And Stoneham has the pace to be with Lockett now, Bernie.
Yes, he's done well since he's gone back on Tony Lockett. Although Lockett certainly hasn't had the opportunities since the start of this final quarter, with Geelong certainly controlling it around the middle of the ground.
Rogers to Spencer. The Cats leading by 7 points. Couch and Craven. Winmar tries to get around Couch. Couch still with him. Winmar under pressure to Craven. Craven under pressure. Couch, well played.
Now, what is the difference to that to the ones up the other end? Tell me that.
Well, Stephen Hocking saying of holding the ball.
Well, it was a brilliant tackle by Paul Couch, and, you know, Craven, I think, feels that he was caught red hot. I agree with you, Pete. I was waiting for the umpire to award the free kick to Couch.
Hooper and a throw in. You get the feeling, Bernie, that Geelong has made their big run here. They haven't quite got away from St Kilda, but the momentum's with them at the moment.
It certainly has. It swung their way.
Vidovic versus Hooper. Hooper taps it wide. This is Winmar hooking it back to the pocket. The players race after it. Jamie Lamb against his former club. The ball has rolled over the line. It'll be a throw-in. There's Malcolm Blythe.
However, St Kilda still have that man at full forward, Tony Lockett. 5 free kicks to St Kilda, 1 to Geelong for the quarter.
Well, we're at half forward as Harding gets it to ground. Players racing after it. Andrew Buse ridden into the ground. Umpire calls play on. As players pounce in on it, that's Jamie Lamb heading for the line, and that was good defensive play.
What a difference, Bernie, in this quarter. 11 goals between the two teams in the third quarter and just 1 in this quarter.
Well, that's when you really expect it to loosen up a little bit, the pressure, Bruce, and sides to kick a couple of easy goals, but it hasn't happened this way in the final quarter.
Gregg to McAdam, run down by Wills, still McAdam. Shells a dummy. The handball. Lamb. Wills. To the centre. Neild and Morris. Morris in the front spot over the back. Gary Hocking, it sits. Goes for goal. Brownless, he'll take it. Kick 7, Brownless.
Yes, well, rather fortunate the ball spilled out the back there to Gary Hocking, but Gary Hocking in the second half has been magnificent. He's just getting away from Tim Pekin. Coming up for goal number 8, Billy Brownless.
This to put the Cats 13 points in front. He's done it. (15-13 to 13-12). Bernie, are they celebrating too early?
Well, the way Kenny Sheldon there looking very disconsolate at the moment. A 13-point advantage at this stage of the game. They've got 9.5 minutes remaining on the clock. But I would think it'd be very hard for St Kilda to get back into it. They need to win the ball from the centre square, get it down to Tony Lockett very quickly. But that is not happening at the moment.
The Cats by 13 points, and that lady looks very, very unhappy. Look at the jubilant Geelong supporters, but it's probably as a new ball comes out, but probably the best exhibition I've ever seen from two full forwards on the one day. Brownless has kicked 8. Lockett has kicked 9. There's Malcolm Blight, will be a lot happier man now. But Billy Brownless has been magnificent. And Gary Hocking, second half, sensational as we go back to the bounce. Vidovic, they need to race it down to Lockett. Here's their chance. Robert Harvey gets his boot to it. Spencer will lead in the race. Stuart Lowe after him. Who will it bounce for? How will the umpire see it? He calls play on. McAdam, the brilliant McAdam. A wild hand pass. Hardy. Newport. Oh, look at the tackling of Geelong. That was Couch. Tapped on by Rogers. Couch again. He had to lift, and he is as he gets it to the experienced Bruns.
2 bounces. Brownless again the target. But in the front spot, Hinkley.
Yes, his marking power, great asset in this last quarter on that forward line. Kenny Hinkley.
So you reckon Peter McKenna hit on the head a moment ago. Couch, as he lifted. Brownless with a fly.
Yeah, he looked as if he was set to take the mark there, but Kenny Hinkley not worried about putting his body in front. He'll always go for it with his head up, won't he, Pete?
Going the torp, Bernie.
Well, 60 metres out. Torpedo, he's kicked it long, right to the square. Touched behind. Hitting the goalpost in the end after to come off the hands. 15-14, 13-12. And it's desperate now for the Saints. Ken Sheldon and Peter Hudson. They need a quick goal. Morris to bring it back in. And he goes straight down the centre.
Oh, the flyer was McAdam. He's marked. He's been a good player. You would expect him to be a very nervous player tonight. But he's been good. There's Hinkley again. Flying from the back to punch it away from Nixon. Robert Harvey's there. They need a goal. They need a goal very, very quickly. On to Nixon. Nixon from half forward. Lockett at the back. Stoneham at the front. Stoneham didn't mess around. He tapped it on to Spencer. It was good play. And Spencer kicks it around the boundary line and it bounces, still in play. Rogers. Oh, they've got the loose man going now. As coming away with the ball is Lamb.
Centre wing. Morris getting back. Should take it. He does against Neil. Still the Saints are hanging on. High one by Morris. Coughlin's going to be outnumbered. Hooper, well played, Coughlin. Still Coughlin. Bairstow. One of his quieter games. Centre wing. Devonport and Buse. Buse, little give to Hocking. Throw, in fact. Devonport's free kick. In real pain, Craig Devonport. Has to sweep it out to Harvey. Harvey goes inside to Harding. Harding sells a dummy. Quick kick, rushed it. Low in the front spot. Lockett run out on the goal square. Will he go quickly to him now?
Well, he should. He should because he may think he can kick the distance too low, but he'll be kicking from 55 metres. If he had got it there quickly, Hooper's now had the chance to get down there and cover Lockett.
Low from 50. It's a long kick. Gee, it's a great kick. It's a goal, and the Saints are still in it. 14-12 to 15-14. Lowe's kicked his first.
I must admit, Bruce, he had much more confidence in his kicking ability than I had because he was kicking outside that 50-metre line, probably 53, 54 metres, and it covered the goal, cleared the goal line quite easily. And then Stewie Lowe, he's had a pretty quiet day by his standards, only 4 marks and 11 disposals.
Geelong by 8 points, but the brilliant Winmar raced at the ball. Jamie Lang could have been a free kick to Coughlin. Harvey brought down by Poole. That's desperation. Jamie Lamb gets in a hand pass. Kicked away by Nixon, and over the line it goes. But, oh, the football today has just been sensational, Bernie.
Some terrific tackling there. Some real desperation stuff. Kenny Sheldon making a few points there. He'd be still pretty concerned. Inside 8 points down. Not without a chance, though.
Hooper. Hughes. Centre wing. Kick to the space. Devonport, who was in pain a minute ago. Round his body. Rice. Vidovic. Low versus Spencer. Good contest. Spencer takes it at the second grab. Plays on. It was off low first. Back to centre wing. Poole with a fly. Bruns is there. Vidovic is there. And it'll be Peter Cameron's. And Rice on the bottom. Well, Bernie, they've waited since 1973 to be in the finals. There's no wonder they won't give this up easily.
No, they certainly won't. They're giving it their best shot. It's a pity that one of these sides won't be there next week.
Vidovic, Stephen Hocking. Geelong with the run now. Hocking to centre wing. Neild in the front spot. Morris at the back. Craven. Some good shepherding off the play. Craven's kick. Stephen Hocking. Oh, great mark, Winmar. What a player this man is. And goes on quickly. Can it get as far as Lockett? It's over the back. Low. Chance for Coghlan. Terrific tackle. McAdam looks for a free. Lockett looks for the footy. Spencer wants it. McAdam. This is magnificent football. And Geelong come away through Rogers.
It's good play by the Cats. Is that a free kick? I think it is. Against Dean Rice to Bairstow. But how is that desperation, Bruce, down in the goal square?
Oh, this is one of the great final games, this one.
Bairstow. It's not over yet. 4 minutes and 17 seconds left, and the margin's only 8 points. Mark Bairstow being told to get on with it by the umpire. Centre wing, Hinkley. Punched away. Here's Hughes. Looking for Poole. Poole dives on it. And the umpire, Rowan Saws, will come in and bounce on centre wing.
Be happy to tie it up now, I think, Pete Geelong.
Well, we're under the 4-minute mark,
Yep.
Bernie. They have to get a quick goal. As Gary Ablett and Sean Simpson look on. It's tapped out. Hughes, a clever hand pass. Bairstow to the half-forward line. Harding takes a good safe mark.
Has to move it quickly. 3.5 minutes remaining. Loose players in the centre for the Saints. The kick to Devonport. Plays on. Rice, he's got a panic. He can go all the way. A bounce. Another one. He's running away from the goal. Now goes for goal and kicks it strongly and misses. Ran sideways when he really should have just attacked.
Well, normally that kick would go to Lockett, wouldn't it, Bernie? But that time, Stoneham had him covered.
Yes, well, Stoneham's got the pace to go with Lockett and doing a good job.
No mark to Bruns. It creates a loose man. Oh, good play by Lamb. Now Bairstow. Handball's back. Winmar appealing for the free kick. Ricky Nixon dives in on top of it. Umpire Peter Cameron will bounce.
No free kick there. The crowd doesn't like it. Especially to Winmar appealing for the free kick.
Good decision by the umpire. His experience. Peter Cameron bounces. Pack of players there. Stewart low over the back. Knocked away by Spencer. Bairstow to Bruns. Bruns around the boundary line. And a good pass is found catch.
The good players have lifted in this final quarter for Geelong. Couch quiet all day. Has come right into it.
Kick to centre wing. Simpson. Drop punt. Neild, Morris and Vidovic. Vidovic takes it. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining.
Well, there's a fair bit of pressure there coming from Ken Hinkley. There's a report.
Well, that ball will now be reversed.
Yes, it will be reversed. Kenny Hinkley will get the free kick. But really foolish play. The emergency umpire out on the ground also going to speak to Vidovic. I'd say he's reporting him as well. He is. And Kenny Hinkley, Vidovic out there showing that he's been punched on the nose. And it's not going to help him. His name goes into the book.
And it would have been their kick, their last chance probably to take it down, and now Hinkley's got it.
Still 2 minutes to go. Short pass to Poole. Geelong holding it up. They lead by 1-1. Brownless in the pocket. Frawley goes with him and wins it. Brownless puts the pressure on him. McAdam, well played. He's had a tremendous debut in a finals match. The handball wasn't good, though. Unfortunate for McAdam because he really has played well. Missing Harding. Down to a minute 30. Vidovic and Hooper. Harvey and Paul. And again, it's going to be a bouncer. Ball thrown up. Hooper goes. Vidovic. Greg. Simpson. Free kick to Geelong. And that's the ball game, you'd reckon.
Yep. Under a minute now on the clock.
Kicks it to Brownless. Frawley with him. Devonport squeezes it out wide. Newport and Hocking. Gary Hocking has played one of the great halves of footy to Neil.
It's out of bounds, Bruce.
Well, in the final context, it probably won't make any difference.
No, I think they're resolved to the fact Kenny Sheldon and Peter Hudson there.
Half forward for Geelong. Russell Morris around the corner. They were stiff to lose. Two players, David Grant, Nathan Burke, very, very early, but then again, before the game, Geelong lost Darcy and Damien Burke. Burke probably the best ruckman in the competition, so certainly even things up. As the time clock ticks down, Neville Bruns, experienced Neville Bruns, brings it to the half-forward line. No mark, Denham. Oh, I thought he was going to sock it off the ground. His players pouncing on top of it. It'll be a bounce.
Look at the desperation of those Geelong forwards. Three of them diving in there. And there's a siren.
It was one of the great matches. And the Cats have won by 7 points. Winmar played his heart out. Malcolm Blight went through some tough times here today. Danny Frawley, 28 today, leading the Saints for the first time in a finals match. Gary Ablett, a match he'd rather forget, I think. Tony Lockett, who was magnificent with 9 goals.